Well, hello there. Blake here. As you may have seen in our recent live stream, Louise Upton sent out an open letter recently to disabled trying to defend her recent cuts. But she made it herself look even worse because a lot of people who are smart and able to read it worked out that people will not be able to get easy access to stuff like respite and residential houses if this proposal goes through, which is really, really, really bad because for some people they don't have the luxury to stay at home longer like I do. So if they need access to residential housing, should their parents or someone suddenly pass away, where are they going to live? And that could be really, really, really dangerous for disabled people. In an already compressed climate where residential care and respite care is already backlogged and full anyway, and to make the restrictions even tighter is just terrible. Anyway, there's a way to resolve this. I have created a petition on the Parliament website once again, just like the other one, and here's Paul to tell you all about it.
Hey guys, Blake is absolutely right in trying to suggest that you go and check out the petition. I've actually put a link to it permanently in my link tree, which is on all my bios. It's the top one up there, and it's super easy to go and do. Now, I know a lot of people feel that doing a petition against this government is kind of like pissing into the wind. They clearly don't give a shit about advice, expertise, or people's opinions. They're just going to do whatever it is that they want to do, which is usually tied up to either conspiracy theorists pushing misinformation or donors giving them money to achieve what outcomes they feel need to be achieved. It's such a great way to run a country. But one of the important things to remember about this kind of petition process is that while the outcome might feel predetermined, it's a little bit like when Michael Burnham ended up going back to Nivar 1,000 years after she left the past to do the Tikal in Kent. She has to realise that there are other people in the room paying attention, and it's very much that case when it comes to the kind of public responses that happen to government decisions. One of the questions I get the most often across all my platforms is, what can we do to fight the government? And unless you're, I don't know, the Governor General or King Charles III, you can't do anything to actually get rid of the government. So the best thing you can do is tell people about how changes they make impact you or people that you know, because that's the best way to get conversations started around how detrimental some of these policies can be. And this is a really great example of that. By highlighting just exactly how harmful some of these changes are, you can show people in your sphere who might not necessarily be exactly sold on the government how much damage that they're doing to different communities that they might not have considered. And we know that that pressure makes a difference. We actually saw that on Friday night. That letter that Blake mentioned from Louise Upton being dumped on a Friday night shows that there is very much pressure going on her from disabled communities going, please don't fuck this up. And her going, don't worry, we're not going to fuck anything up until after I sign off on it before the end of the year. And we end up doing the same thing that we've done to Oranga Tamariki, where we basically strip everything back, redistribute the money to other places like tax cuts for landlords, and tell everyone that it's just a reprioritization, it's nothing to worry about. But there's going to be lots of negative impact on community groups, because that was actually in her letter, just in one really short, sharp paragraph. So please, if you get a chance, go and sign that petition and tell other people about it. It's a really important, easy way to show the rest of the world and your friend circle inside your bubble just how much of an impact some negative policies have on communities they might not necessarily be aware of or a part of, but it showcases just how much an impact these things have on our social cohesion as a country. So yeah, please go sign that if you get a chance. It's going to be a very, very long process, but we'll get there in the end. Even if we don't get the changes that we want, we'll make sure those voices are heard.